back to our last episode of the year. I'm Bud.
I'm Callum.
And I'm Sophia.
And we are FSTV. We bring you the latest news
And happenings.
In and around Florence Sawyer School.
Our first segment is FSS Happenings with Catherine and Paige.
Hello, I'm Paige and
I'm Catherine, and this is FSS Happenings with the latest news in and around Florence Sawyer School.
first off, the 8th graders are returning from Washington, D.C. on the 3rd of May. I'm very jealous and heard it was a blast.
Back at Florence Sawyer, we held a Bruin Spirit Day to show off your team jerseys and support for the team. Moving back 2 days, on the 1st, it was the National Walk to School Day. It started at 7:45 in the town common. Kids who participated got to walk to school that day and enjoyed the outdoor adventure.
Also on the 1st, the 6th grade field trip to Fenway Park was held.
The students arrived and participated in a STEM fair and later watched the game at 1:05 that day.
MCAS testing happened on the 2nd through the 20th for various grades.
On the 8th, the 2nd grade field trip to the Ecotarium was held. I heard it was super interactive and they learned so much. On the 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 16th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 29th, and the 31st was the baseball, softball, and track meets. I knew they would all do great.
On the 10th, the FSS Student Council held a barbecue dance for grades 6 through 8. I heard that it smelled like barbecue.
On the 29th and 30th, there were the 4th and 5th grade chorus concerts. I heard the songs were amazing and everybody sounded fabulous.
Moving on to the last month of the school year, June, the annual field day on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 18th was held for all grades.
Moving up a day, on the 4th, the middle school chorus concert was held.
On the 5th, there was a band concert held for grades 4 and 5. Congrats to all who participated. It sounded great.
On the 5th, the 2nd grade family picnic was held. I heard there was great food and families really enjoyed it.
On the 12th, the Tall Tale silent film from Mrs. Quill's class was presented. From what I heard, the acting skills were awesome and the 4th graders really enjoyed it.
Also on the 12th, the 3rd grade song flute concert was held. As always, it was a musical delight, and the kids sounded awesome. Thanks, Mr. Kelly. Lastly, on the 17th was the 8th grade recognition night. We will truly miss them and hope they have an awesome next 4 years at high school. Well, that's all for this year.
Thank you for watching
FSS Happenings. See you next year. This year, we'd like to thank some of our 8th graders for their dedication and hard work since they are graduating to high school next year.
Our first 8th grader we'd like to thank is Will, our sports expert. Will is amazing at reporting sports news. He lets us know about sports nationwide. He is also very, very entertaining. He makes a lot of jokes that make us laugh and keep our spirits up. Thanks, Will. I don't know what we'll do next year without you.
Our second 8th grader is Sophia March. I'd like to thank Sophia for so many things, but I can't do them all. She brings her deadpan humor to every episode, and she says her mind, and she would do FSTV in high school if she could. She has been to the club for the past 2 years, and the high school will be lucky to have her. Without her next year, the anchor script just won't be the same. Thanks, Soph.
Our third 8th grader is Bud Patterson.
Bud's great at technology and all things code. Plus, he has hilarious jokes. We will miss him as an anchor. The high school will be lucky to have someone so talented in tech skills.
Our fourth 8th grader is Callum Mond.
His fantastic anchor work and love of sports. After this, I'm not sure we can get another person who is so excited about sports and can pronounce Issa's name. Also, Callum has a pretty awesome YouTube account, so make sure to follow him.
Lastly, Tim Sheppel, our head of filming and all things behind the camera. Tim is the heart of FSTV. He provides us with tech skills and teaches us how to use equipment to film. He keeps us in order and helps us stay on task. I don't know what we're going to do without Tim next year.
We'd also like to thank Tim for his dedication for 4 years. Thanks, Tim, for always being here to support this club.
We'll miss you!
Next up is Facts About May with Iselin.
Hello, I'm Iselin, and I'm here to do Facts About May. First off with what we always do. The birthstone of May is the emerald, which symbolizes success, and love. The birth flower is lily of the valley. The zodiac signs are Taurus and Gemini. May was once considered to be a bad luck month to get married. In Old English, May is called the month of 3 milkings, referring to a time when cows could be milked 3 times a day. I know, weird. The Kentucky Derby, the world's most famous horse race, was also held on the second Saturday of this month. The month of May is devoted to the Virgin Mary in the Catholic Church. At the very end of May, the very last week, is Library and Information Week. So I was here to do facts about May, and I did. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Wow, those are some great facts.
Yeah, especially the one about the Kentucky Derby.
And now, another bad joke with AJ, Nathan, and
Okay, I've done a lot of bad jokes, and it is very annoying, but don't worry, it's the last time you'll have to see me until September, so yay. Let's just get into the jokes.
So, one elephant fell out of a tree. So did the second, and so did the third. Why'd the tree fall down? Because it wanted to be an elephant.
Okay, so did you know that there are more planes in the sea than there are submarines in the sky?
A pun, a play on word, a limerick, walk into a bar, no joke.
I invented a new word. Plagiarism.
Guess what vegetarian zombies eat? Grains.
Did you hear about the actor who fell through the floor? He was only going through a stage.
Why do scientists hate atoms? Because they make up everything.
Thanks for listening to Bad Jokes. Now you can forget about us for about 120 days. Bye!
those were funny.
I think the submarine one was smart.
Okay, but let's check up in our new segment, the Washington, D.C. trip.
On April 30th to May 3rd, the 8th graders took a trip to Washington, D.C.
The first place we went to was the White House. This is where the president lives.
Then we went to the Capitol building. It's where the Senate and the House of Representatives meets, but also it's a museum because it has all sorts of exhibits about like maps and stuff like that.
And next we went to the Washington Monument. This is a huge, tall building you can see from all of D.C., and it's for George Washington.
And then we visited the World War II Memorial, and it's for all the members of the military who died during World War II.
Next is the Lincoln Memorial. This memorial is for Abraham Lincoln. He did many great things for our country. It was really fun at D.C., and I would really like to go back.
Same with me. Well, that's all for us today. Goodbye.
It was really fun.
I would like to go back.
Same. But for right now, we have Why Skipper's Actually a God with Callan, Chad, and Henry.
Today we'll be discussing something very serious about
Why Skipper is actually a god.
But first, we have a special guest.
Introducing our special guest, Henry.
Hi. Skipper has been considered a normal penguin for so long, but we know something that others don't.
There has been reports of something coming out of the sky, and we believe that has been Skipper landing on Earth.
Skipper also has been known to have cheesy dibbles wherever he goes.
So that must mean he has an unlimited amount, because he's a god. We also believe that he is from Asgard, and he's good friends with Thor.
That's why
Skipper is actually a god.
Marty!
Alan!
Interesting.
Those are some good points.
Next up is Oregon Trail Reviews.
Hello and welcome to Game Review. Today we're doing a game that is based on a historical event, the Oregon Trail game. The Oregon Trail is a game based on the Oregon Trail, as the name says. In the game, you have to try and survive while traveling 2,400 miles to Oregon City. Anything that happens to the real travelers could happen to you, which includes getting a broken arm, having the wagon catch fire, and a number of diseases that I'm not going to comment on. You can find out yourself. The game was created by MECC in 1974 and has been created into card games and more realistic-looking video games, but the original is still the best. That's it for Game Review.
Wow, I remember that.
Next up is sports. Will and Declan and Callum.
Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm Declan.
And we are sports. This is the last one we will ever do.
The Celtics are out of the playoffs.
But the Bruins are in the finals against the St. Louis Blues.
The Bruins will begin their series on Memorial Day. Go Bruins!
The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 8-2 on May 23rd. In Patriots news, the Patriots began OTAs.
That's all for sports. Now this is the last sports episode. You will never see us again. Bye forever, forever, forever.
Dear viewers, a tragedy is going to happen. Not today, not tomorrow, but in 2020. This is because Adobe Flash is going to be shutting down in 2020. We've had so many memories with Flash, and I hate to see it go. Just in case you don't know, with no Adobe Flash, all games you know and loved will be gone. Half of the games on Cool Math Games will shut down. All unblocked games you love will be gone. All the Run games, all the Fireboy and Water Girl games. Every single game. We did our research. There's no reason why. This is the end. I wrote a poem to acknowledge this tragedy. Adobe Flash, you've been my friend, but now it's time for you to end. But before you go, I need to say, I love you in each and every way.
Alexa, play sad music!
That's all for our final FSTV of the 2018-2019 school year.
Thanks for watching FSTV, and don't forget to work hard and be kind.